We're in the money, Mr. Hat. We're in the money, Mr. Hat. Oh my gosh, 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 oh my gosh. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. Okay, so update from Shane. E2 update video. If you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. So much hot sauce. Okay, so Pick Dorkslayer, guy on Discord, asked about NFTs, and Shane said every tile in the world is unique. ... So we have confirmation. Each tile is an NFT. We're gonna be rich. This is not financial advice. This is not a financial advisor. I'm not a financial advisor, and this game could go to zero at any moment. This game could implode. This could all be a dream that we're having. It's like, you know, that season of Lost where it's spoilers, but the whole season was a dream. But let us be excited. There are so many examples of these NFTs selling for millions of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars. I'm going to go through a bunch of these developments from Shane because he's in the chat right now. And I just can't believe it. So moving on from that, we do have a couple of more things from Shane. I'm going to read through a bunch of them right now. What's your favorite sport? Shane says, I can enjoy most any type of sport. Where do I start? But do I have time to watch sport? Not these days. My son plays rugby, but I have not been able to watch him play yet this year. Oh my god. I loved watching drone fights when I was last in South Korea. I think that will be a thing. I want to allow sport/games like this on E2 at some stage. So we have the idea that basically dog fights. And when I say dog fights, I don't mean like actual puppies. I love puppies. But I mean like aircraft, like Air Force, like dog fights in the air. What's going to happen? So that's something that Shane is on board with as well. I really do feel bad that he hasn't been able to watch his kid play. That's something that's really that's important to me. Parents spend time with their kids. So let's take it easy on Shane. So he said, someone asked, thank you for this. What about wrong located properties? Will they be corrected in any way? Shane says, we are working on things here, but extremely busy on other tasks right now. So that is a little bit from that. Can you tease us a little bit about PvP in Phase 2? Even just something small. Shane says, I cannot, but I can say it's very interesting, and we have quite a few plans around it. Look at this red. So, moving on. Oh, British Dorkslayer. Shane, just so you know, we're loving everything you guys are doing and having a fab time. We enjoy having fun. That is from a British guy, the Dorkslayer. Shout out to him for being coolio. Moving on here, there's a bunch of things. How many different types of resources will come out overall? Shane says, now that's a big question. WG is the mastermind there and has some incredible plans. So that's Wolfgang. Obviously that's Wolfgang because I'm going to say W is like... I figured W is the 26, 25, 23rd letter in the alphabet, and then G is the 7th. So if you want to try to make a puzzle out of that, 237 resources, but I don't think that's the case. When he says WG, just means Wolfgang. I don't think that's a Easter egg or anything of any sort. Martian asked, the biggest sporting events could live stream from VR cameras direct onto E2 front row. Is this possible? Shane says, love the way you think. He didn't say we couldn't do it. So that to me says, like, if you can think it, do it. If you plant them, they will grow. A Hey Arnold reference right there. So that's something where if we can do that with sports things, you should be able to do that with movies as long as somebody pays for the movie. Like on YouTube, you can have a watch-along party where, let's say, I forget her name, but she did that with The Fat Man. Mel Gibson plays Santa Claus. And in order to watch it, you had to have the movie and have a watch-along party. I think with this, though, as long as one person buys the movie, where I could buy it on YouTube and then stream it for all to see, yeah, that's fine. I'll do that every week if that's what it takes for you guys. Any hint of old timeline for P2 to begin, Shano? Shane says, not right now, but the first part will be ready fairly soon. EPL and Essence once all signed off. Oh my goodness. So obviously, since we have Dubai, Phase 2 will come out as soon as Dubai is pretty much after it's done. That should be the end of this month, maybe early next month. They might be a little late on that. More than one or less than a million. Talking about resources. I would think less than a million, says Shane. LOL. Shane's thanking everyone for being so patient and everything. Would you be able to check out our DMs, please? Shane's okay. So yeah, they check the DMs as often as possible. They're just they're just extraordinarily hilariously busy. So next question. I've read on the FAQ that I will be able to verify my mine if it's unknown. So if it's unknown, what happens? Like if it's a mine but it's not like on the map. Shane says we are working on that solution for you to be able to do that, so you can verify that it's yours. Probably make, I don't know if a mine, yeah, EPL should be a mine. If the mine lands on one tile or even a couple tiles, yeah, EPL, can name it whatever you want. It could be like if it's a gold mine. To troll, you could be like silver mine, and then obviously it'll be gold. That'd be really confusing. I think that'd be a lot of fun for people to troll at doing that, but you can name them. I'm very, very excited. Okay, so E2 Portugal asks, cool, rugby comes from you? Question mark. You did it too when you were younger? As if asking him, like, are you playing? Jane says, yes, from me. I played when I was younger, and soccer, and tennis, etc. But Commodore 64, Nintendo, and Super Nintendo Entertainment System, the SNES, set me on a different path, lol. Imagine how different all of our lives would have been had Shane tried to run and kick the football if he had not discovered video games and the art of just gaming in general. Things take such a weird and interesting turn. It is so amazing how we're all in this at once. You know, everyone type in the comments down below, what was the first video game you played? E2 the Psych says, meeting. Oh yeah, what goes on with your tweet that said meeting with a couple very talented marketing agencies and their ROAS, that's return on advertising spent. He says, yes, that was a really awesome meeting. Okay, so the meetings have been going well. I'm very excited for what we have to do. Again, just message me if you need anything from Microsoft. Oh, Gravity Vortex apparently works from Microsoft. And Shane says, really? So I think one of my next videos is going to be about Microsoft. I've been trying to do this so many different ways. It's gonna have to be a couple days before I get to that though, because there's a lot to go over there. Another question for Shane is, you called it soccer again. I'm selling my tiles and leaving. Shane says, haha, football that it is. Football it is. Question from Megadeth. You're living the dream, Shane, aren't you? Shane says, how do you know that phrase? I usually say it as a joke when I meet with Inner Circle, living the dream and slowly dying. That's just one of those things that became one of those memes that, like, how's everything going? Living the dream, but you're slowly dying inside. That's just a reference to that. Next question is there anything you're going to do about the immense traffic that will be going on at the start of Dubai and potentially phase 2? Shane says we're as ready as we can be and hope it won't be too bad. So be advised, guys, with Dubai, there are definitely bets being taken of when those servers will go offline because of the amount of traffic. Now, that being said, I think it's a good thing they're doing Dubai before phase 2. Because that gives some of us, the people who were here earlier, a chance to buy Dubai before it gets really too hectic. Because once phase 2 starts and you're allowed to do a lot of these things, it's going to grow a lot. And again, Shane said, we have many things up our sleeves so that we can be able to drop advertising and really increase the traffic whenever they want. Is there a possibility to move tiles to a better free spot with more foot traffic? Shane says, we are working on solutions, but nothing in development yet. Okay, interesting. Okay, so that means if like there's a bunch of stuff going on over here and you have tiles over here, can you move that to where there's an empty free spot? Shane said eventually you'll have something like that, but not yet. Sorry, Shane, but will Saudi Arabia and Israel will also open up shortly? Shane says no, sorry. So that's something that'll probably take months, maybe years, we don't know. But we have Dubai, it's all that counts. Are you underestimating this big time? Shane says, you are making me think I am. Yeah, I think the devs are also really not. I don't think the servers are prepared fully for this. They made something years in the making, and this is just. And the soft launch that happened in November, like, be advised, guys, just a little perspective. The Pi network, PI, that thing that I mention every so often, that's been going on for about 2 years, and they'll be in phase 3 the end of this year. This has only been going on for a couple of months, so give it some time. Patience. I just sent you the knowledge of my way of finding it. What do you think? Shane says we'll check in a moment. So it's just him answering more questions that really not public questions. How much time for withdraw He says, how many time for withdraw money? How long before you can withdraw? Shane says, credit card payments are coming. We will make massive improvements after we clear the backlog. So yeah, they're going to pay out everyone that's had a withdrawal request. They're going to pay out first, and then they're going to do the credit card payment, so it's easier. When will my money come? Sent a mail 3 weeks ago. Shane said there are numerous things in the pipeline. Just they're so busy. You need to remember we are barely promoting this right now. Yeah, that's good. And that wasn't a question. That's just Shane just typing. Yeah, we're not even promoting this. Montblack asked, "What's your favorite country?" Shane says, "Does Earth 2 count?" That's where the bulk of he's spending his time. Earth 2 Meta, love that guy, says, "When you say credit card withdrawals, do you just mean credit cards or other things as well, like debit?" Shane says, "Debit also. Actually, debit should work better." Sweet. That's what I have. I have 2 debit cards, 2 businesses. So makes sense. When you start marketing, please make it as big as you can. I've seen and Shane said, yes, that's why we want to work with talented agencies in this area. I don't know if that's supposed to mean arena or area, maybe just a bit of typo, but either way, he wants to work with a bunch of talented people. Alec asks, important question, are we allowed of making screenshots and make NFT? Are we allowed to take screenshots and make NFTs of it? Shane says we're receiving legal advice on how to handle this right now. Oh, shizness. Each tile is going to be an NFT. But this is going to be, what they're saying is take a picture of a tile or of whatever and make an NFT out of that. So it's an NFT of an NFT. And they're asking the best way to handle it. So clearly they're thinking about it. Clearly they've thought of this. I don't... That is like NFTception. There are so many people going to be making so much money. Anyone that has any idea on how to make NFTs, please comment down below. Let us know. Let's all work together. And let's get this bread. Sorry. Let's see if Shane's answered any more questions in the time. Just want to say that you and the devs do an amazing job in such a short amount of time. Shane says, thank you. Many people don't realize how hard it is to move as fast as we have been moving and trying to keep some level of quality. And there are things in the pipeline you guys just don't know about yet. Oh, so again, more stuff. And Aria Realty says, pipe. Aria Realty, if you're watching this, I sent you that Venmo. You gotta do that for me, please. Anyway, outside of that, looking for more Shane stuff. Shane says, we're not chasing people about it at present to get in here. He just wants to focus on who we have now. Looking for more stuff. How has the development team handled international gambling and money, potential money laundering? Shane says, we're working on these fronts also. So, yeah, there's definitely going to be casinos in here. That's it. I'm just inferring that, or implying it. I'm implying it. Or Shane's implying it. I'm inferring it. Shane, I have made a full-size roulette table out on the Gibraltar Sea. Can we play it? Shane says, if it's not on our platform, I don't see why not. All right, so let me break that down real quick. Let's see. If it's not on our platform, I don't see why not. I'm not sure 100% what that means. Everyone comment down below what you think that means. What about racism? And Shane says, what do you mean? I hate racism. So, all right. Yeah, that's a weird question. And that, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, and folks of all kinds, is... Oh, I've got a plan. Build DeLorean, strap on a flux capacitor, and stuff the dev team in it so you can go back and do all this sooner. Shane says, I wish. Yeah. Oh, you are a legend for answering all of these questions. Shane says, dead tired right now, so I hope I'm not making a fool of myself. Oh, go to sleep, Shane. Everyone comment, go to sleep, Shane, in the comments down below. I see E2 as a means to unite the world. Shane says, yes, that is beautiful. And honestly, I see it too. Aria Realty, if you don't know, he's a very accomplished poker player. He's better than me. He says, I want to play Texas Hold'em / poker in a casino inside of Earth 2. That gets a heart, Aria Realty. That gets a heart. So Rich Uncle Pennybag says, anybody with experience of working in a startup can see what you guys are doing, and it's phenomenal. Shane says, thank you for acknowledging. It means a lot. Aw, Shane. Took my line. Will there be equal chances for mobile users to find Easter eggs? Hard for me to answer that type of question, to be honest. Oh, so maybe you'll have an advantage if you have a computer as opposed to doing a phone. I really need a computer. Guys, please, Patreon down below. Use my referral code. Help me get a computer. There's literally tiles forming a swastika in the concentration camps in Poland. Oh my god. So Shane says, we remove them as soon as they are reported to us. We'll also start banning repeat offenders. Get them, Shane. Get them. Fight racism. Punch Nazis. Get them. As a brown minority, I would like to say I am very against any and all racism. So moving on here. Comment down below if anyone has been the victim of racism before. Macro or micro? All right, that's it from Shane. All right, I love you guys. Comment, like, and subscribe. Comment's good for the YouTube algorithm. I love you. Goodbye.